Yo, what's up? What's happening? Welcome back to another episode of Football Focus Weekly, episode 35, with me, your host, Nyata Kenan MSC, and my co-host, Mr. Kenan and Ndegz. Leo producer wajua nani?
Mimi ndio producer.
Producer ameenda wapi?
Producer ni fan wa Tottenham.
Na hadai form.
How many people have won the league against Tottenham? I can name 2 from the top of my
Arsenal,
head. Arsenal, Liverpool.
Leicester.
Oh, Leicester as well.
Yeah.
No, yeah, after Chelsea beat them and then
Alafu
you ni record mbaya.
Naweza penda kuweka City.
I'm sure City pia iko.
Last season.
Last season. Last season, the season before.
Actually last season.
Oh my gosh. That is such a bad record.
Because Ange was saying that he was asked to lose the game last season.
I remember.
Yeah. Anyway, tell us about the jersey in behind you.
Oh, I thought you were saying the one I was wearing.
Because
Sheng is around.
Yes, sijaona.
Go down.
Sheng is around. Sheng, fake producer. Juku kufanya mabaton.
Go down deadly.
Fano Moranga huyo.
Fano?
Moranga
gani?
Moranga seal.
Oh, let's more specify.
Kwani kuna Moranga gani?
Moranga ni mingi. Anaweza kuwa fan tu ya hiyo place. Anaweza kuwa fan wa seal. Anaweza kuwa fan wa viazi za Moranga.
Sasa hii context ni football.
Wewe ni fan wa nini tena kutoka Moranga?
Unajichekesha, una make joke la una.
Atakuwa bias leo.
Mimi ni mkazi.
Imagine wewe ufanye hivyo real life. Hivyo ndio vile ufanya real life.
Bro, chill.
Kama leo amesema their midfielders, their mids
is mid. Alafu ataanza kucheka.
But you nasa.
You normally do this.
Wasupa na Sheng.
Anyway, big shout out to Lionesses. Lionesses will be playing. Oh, and Shuja as well. Shuja and Lionesses will be playing this weekend at LA Sevens. This is relegation promotion battle. We were top of the Challenger series. So think about it this way.
We're going there as champions.
Unajua kama nini FKF Premier League si kuna wale wawili wanaenda chini automatic. Alafu kuna namba. Ni namba gapi ndio ana 16? 18, 17 automatic 16.
Yeah, 16 wanaenda playoffs.
Moranga na Nairobi City Stars
wako chini.
Wanashuka.
Ni wawili wanashuka automatic kama mmoja.
Wawili.
Alafu mmoja anaenda playoff.
Yeah.
Sasa alafu kuna teams zenye zimetoka nini? NSL.
Yeah.
Hiyo inaenda kucheza playoff na number 1 automatic.
Number 1 na number 2 automatic.
Number 3 playoff zana 16.
Yeah.
So that's basically it. HSBC World Series ile official circuit, the teams that play every circuit, there are 12 of them. The bottom 4 are now playing the top 4 in the Challenger series. Challenger series ndio sasa tuseme NSL. Tena tournaments zilikuwa few. Hizo ndio 2 tournament 3. So the first 2 tournaments, top 8 went to the third tournament. The third tournament, top 4 now go to LA. But because we won the first 2 tournaments, we had already qualified for the last tournament as Lionesses. So Lionesses are coming in as the team from down trying to get up. Shuja finished number 9, which means that the team from up avoiding to go down. So both teams are in a relegation fight. But I feel like I'm very, very confident that both teams are going to do well. Our coaches are on fire. Kevin Mwema, coach wa nilisikia jina yake anaitwa Bling. Kevin Mwema, juzi nimemwona kwa gym. Anainua kaa wewe. Yeye ni coach lakini bado anainua.
Ni good.
Alafu Dennis Mwanja, former Kenya Sevens player, is the coach for the Lionesses. And I'm very, 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 very confident. The ladies left last night. The guys left last night. Actually, they left together. And I'm rocking the M-Pesa hat kama kawaida. I'm rocking the Kenya jersey. Ipod mzima tunafanya in support of Kenya.
Yeah.
You do have anything Kenya on you?
Oro. Yeah.
Oh, unajua George Oro. But the George Oro alifanya interview na sisi.
Niko na 11-11.
Vizuri umenikumbusha. We must post it soon.
Umesema
Skeo Ndegz. Niko na 11-11. A Kenyan brand. Yeah, so it's Kenyan.
Umesema coach wa nani anaitwa coach Mwema?
Anta kujichekesha sasa. Kevin Mwema.
Let him cook.
Atafanya vyema.
Wewe toka nje bwana. Toka nje
kupiga. Tuko kucheza ngoma akienda kuongea. Kama unakumbuka Bundox ule mse Uncle Rakas akiongea unasikia ile ngoma ya
ama ile clip ya gari na Kara. Ile dema naongelesha alafu anaoka wewe.
Oh god.
Na umechekile Kara Neville anafanywa nini na Shemas. unajua Sheamus wa WWE
Yeah.
anamfanya ile hold in studio. It is the funniest thing. You need to watch it. Alafu akimfanya anamwambia say Liverpool will win the league, and he's like I'll never say it. You need to watch it. It's actually hilarious.
Akumpigia teke.
Ako chini amemweka hivi lock.
Ni crazy.
Anyway.
Unitumie.
Yeah, so that's Lionesses. Also this weekend. Where was I this weekend, Mr. Kenan?
Ulikuwa places mingi.
The one you saw and you reposted.
Densu School of Academy. Academy
School of Influencers.
Kitu kama hiyo.
Influencers ni wengi hapa Kenya. Unajua hivyo?
Kama warembo.
And all of them.
No one is going to tell me what to do at what time. I'm in charge.
And all of them are trying to be like Makumi. All of them are trying to be like Sheng. All of them are trying to be like Brie Wogina. All of them are trying to be like Kenan. They're trying to make it. Wanajaribu ku make it. So yeah, they told me to go and talk and give them knowledge. Nikasema sawa.
You dispense.
On behalf of Box to Box. So shout out to Densu for calling me for that. Shout out to HMD for having me there as well.
Noli Cook. Shout out to you too.
Thanks man.
Nitakuwekea chwani.
I learned from the best.
Ni God. Nitakuwekea chwani.
Ni God.
Eka pay bill.
Nitaka tu pay bill ya Box to Box.
Sasa nitachukua hizo.
Weekend yako ilikuwaje?
I had the perfect weekend, bro.
How is it perfect? Because you're used to draws.
Like sahi ilikuwa music Sabbath.
Wewe mbona unapumua huko kama nini? Kanguruwe.
Tulienda kanisa kuimba tu. I love singing. Nimanga bass. Alafu nikachoka, nikisha mcha.
Lazarus nitaka auto tune ndio sasa.
Shabana on.
Hey, Shabana.
Weekend yangu imekuwa tu hivyo.
Which are the teams of yours won?
Let me think.
Juve.
Napoli. McTominay scored a brace. McFratum.
Umesikia jina yake mpya? He was asked what is your favorite. Then he was told all of them and he was like that one McFratum. Akaulizwa what does that mean? Akasema in Napolese or Napoleon, that language, it's the same as McBro. How have you seen that?
Hana test.
Bro, it's so dope. Mpaka they put it on the official Syria page.
Scotto. They call him Scotto.
It sounds Japanese.
Yeah, Scotto.
Hey, he was cooking. He's going to win the league.
I told you guys we can't replace him. Mkacheka. Really can't.
Simem replace.
Atujam replace.
Si Casemiro yuko.
Atuwezi, bro.
Like, so, do you saw what Casemiro did against Lyon?
He was our top scorer.
So what Casemiro did against Lyon?
Yeah, I saw, but he was our top scorer. Alafu, the fact that now he's being rightly profiled in that Napoli team. Haji drop stinker. Like, single-handedly, anawa carry to the Scudetto. Ulisikia nini? Nitwaje? Moja nitwa Scudetto, mingi zinaitwa Scudetti.
Sasa anaenda kuwashindia Scudetti.
Yeah, their third Scudetti. Yeah.
Na Pichichi ni nini?
Pichichi ni top scorer Spain.
Umsaya kujua.
Panini ni nini?
Panini si ni game.
Man of the match wa Italy.
Oh yeah, Panini ni man of the match.
Panenka Sheng ni nini?
I'm observing.
You stay observing.
Acha nikuulize, tukikuwa na man of the match Kenya nafaa kuitwa nini? If there was a name just to give them a special one. Kama Kapa. No, I'm asking you. What would you think? What do you understand kila saa? Or even the league. Like what would you name the league? Ukishinda league. Kama ukishinda top scorer remember, you've won the Pichichi in Spain. In Kenya inaweza kuwa nini?
Omoshambulizi.
Otero.
Otero wa match. Man of the match.
Otero wa match.
OT.
OT kijana wangu.
Moto.
Anyway,
we go straight to the Anfield. Kila mtu alikuwa anangoja.
So unataka kuniambia league imeenda?
Sasa sahi, they can accept as a United fan that you're not going to win the league.
But awes bilikuwa pre-season.
Sasa si pre-season yetu inaisha lakini. So partially we were participating kwa Premier League. So we were playing Premier League sides.
So
in the preseason.
mathematically, you're out of the Premier League when?
Yesterday.
That's
Like,
Until it's won, bro.
Like during the final whistle, I said, at least we tried.
Yeah, mi time yenye Gakpo alifunga akasema I belong to Jesus. Hayo ndio time nilijua imeenda, bro. Yeah.
Ni kubaya. Dadi bao ya pili ametoa shati first half.
Yeah.
Ujue ni kubaya.
Alikuwa amengoja. Like ali replicate not the wordings but even the top, the size ikuwe big ka ya kaka. Ilikuwa crazy. But I didn't see Spurs going there and
No, the fact that it was Spurs, we knew it was over. We
said
all
it.
knew.
Yeah.
We all knew
20
it was
minutes
over.
in 3-0.
They were so like that team
Bad.
is so bad. Like it doesn't make sense.
Si tuko pre-season lakini hao sijui wako wapi.
Ile au ni mbaya.
Wako mbaya.
Anyway, Liverpool showed up when I feel like throughout the entire season, because I feel like it's not even justice talking about this game, because you might as well just talk about Liverpool in the season as a whole.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the first time in like the last maybe 6 weeks where they've not looked tired in a game. Like they were like, okay, now let's just finish it off. But I think also walikuwa tu na hiyo psyche, walikuwa tu na hiyo moral. But as the season has gone, Arne Slot deserves a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Like that guy, there's a level of confidence amepatia. There's a level of confidence amepatia watu yenye I don't even know where it came from. For example, Gravenberch to play how he played in the middle of the park. McAllister had it in him. You know, McAllister is a big game player.
But sasa ali step up tena hiyo nini?
McAllister
Like, ali step up.
Yeah.
Alafu
So Bosley had said Bosley because I didn't even know Bosley was 23.
SpongeBob job amepiga hii season daily.
Job.
Tulia wenye.
So so Bosley, and for me, and we say this a lot, I was so nilisema sana yeye ndata kule msatapeleka hii Liverpool to a different level. We didn't see it the first half of the season, to be honest. Nikasema maybe we'll see it in the second half. We saw it, but it was just coming slowly. Now he looks so confident in that system. The one thing I was thinking about today, coming into the season, I said that the best combo of starting and sub fullbacks, right back and left back, was Chelsea's, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because they were just too stacked. Reece James, Malo Gusto one side, Kukurea na nani side ingine. Kukurea na?
Chilwell before and alone.
Chilwell, yeah. And then Renato Vega was even playing there.
Yeah, even for fun.
Then I was like, no, this guy is like, in terms of tandem, both fullbacks starting na sub,
balance.
They were the best. But how Tsimikas has come in to play for Robertson in games, how Bradley has come in games.
Endo.
Endo has played everywhere. Endo has only conceded 1 goal by the way in the Premier League.
Akiingia nafunga tu hivi.
He's my favorite Liverpool player. My Jackie Chan.
He's Japanese.
Me, my favorite ni
Immediately.
Darwin Nunes.
So he was, that tandem was, those guys killed it. And you have to give the coach credit because it was like when Klopp alikuwa hapo tulikuwa tunasema ni 1 na ni 2. But kuna games zingine anaanza na huyu mwingine na huyu. Remember Trent was unhappy at the beginning of the season, he's being benched. But this guy was saving people for the end of the season, which it didn't work perfectly because they got knocked out in cups. But for the purpose of the league, it worked perfectly. So, man, Arne Slot was... I don't think anyone ever won the league in their first season.
Yeah.
Who?
Conte,
Ancelotti with Chelsea.
Ancelotti won first season?
Yeah, Mourinho
as well.
Too.
But those are all Chelsea coaches.
I will say
Chelsea is exactly what Klopp anajenga team. Vile Klopp anajenga team alafu Slot anakam.
I will have said Ole, but we are competing against cheating oils.
But in my heart, we still have that trophy. That trophy is still ours.
Yeah.
In my heart.
Do you know these guys have won the league with 82 points? When Klopp had 92, 91, they couldn't even win the
97.
league.
97, bro.
Oh, no, they had 97.
Yeah.
97 in that season.
Yeah, and they lost once.
Oh my gosh.
To see
It wasn't 92, it was 97. Can you imagine? Like that's...
Ni last season mlikuwa na 80?
Gani?
Last season.
Sijui.
Na last season but one mlikuwa na?
Sikumbuki.
But
I just remember we were second. I don't know the points. But fact remains that the fact that this is the points tally that people used to win the league by. Sindio?
Yeah, United. United people.
No, like anyone. Because that era Man City was winning with Liverpool, that's unheard of. Those two teams won I'm not saying that Man City, those two teams,
Actually, the first two
were on
from
a different
the
level.
first two from Mourinho were crazy.
No, but they didn't reach with these guys. Mourinho's first
Sincero.
season was crazy.
Sincero.
The one they conceded 14 goals in a season.
Yeah.
That is one of the most crazy stats you'll ever hear. 14 goals.
Have
Can
you
you
seen
imagine
Burnley?
14 goals?
Have you seen Burnley?
Burnley. Oh yeah,
They've
see,
considered
nani?
like sijui 12.
Lakini Sule mse ameenda akuconcede for sijui how long.
Scott Parker.
Ule, you know
The goalkeeper, Trafford,
you
yeah.
know the co-owner is JJ Watt, the former
Really?
player for Houston Texans.
Ndio na own
Yeye ni
Burnley.
co-owner, yeah. So they were joking and told him,
Yeah.
bro, what did he say?
If I don't concede like until the end of the season,
What was the bet?
nani arudi kucheza the owner, the co-owner, that guy.
Oh yeah, the co-owner goes back to playing NFL if Nani keeps a certain
Trafford-
number, keeps clean sheets until the end of the season. This guy kept clean sheets for almost 3 months. From
Bro, like,
December,
serious.
he kept clean sheets. Back at some point, JJ Watt used to be joking like, okay, now now I'm getting concerned. That guy was not conceding. He went like 3 months without conceding a goal.
Crazy.
And then the first he considered was even in the cup, wasn't even in his
Like in the league,
yeah. So that record remains. And that Chelsea record. There were 2 games, I think, where they conceded 2 goals, which means they only conceded in like 12 games.
I think they conceded to Rooney ama no Rude.
They conceded in like only 12 games. That to me is still one of the most insane stats.
Oh na nani anaitwaje? Benjani Maruari. Yeah. Scored
Portsmouth.
against them. Yeah.
So yeah, it's an amazing feat. Like I feel like Schlott deserves a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm telling you, I watched all the celebrations. It was so
Same.
painful. So painful.
Mikituli niuma ni 2013 when Van Persie scored the hat-trick. Actually, before that game, we had a banner at Stratford End
Yeah.
aimed at Liverpool, telling them, imagine being us.
Yeah.
You know what they did yesterday?
They passed it.
The cop. They had the same banner, imagine being us.
Oh, snap.
Nikamini imeenda.
Alafu jana Salah alikuwa anapiga maselfie.
bro, with everybody.
Yeah.
With
ulicheki celebration?
everybody.
But hiyo imekuwa trend yake this season.
Ya celebration ulicheki?
Nilikuwa na Eric mahali.
Eh.
Tulikuwa tumeenda, nilikuwa nimempeleka mahali huko juu. Karibu hata alie.
Eric ni mjinga. Umeona zile post ameka leo na matweets za watu.
Saddam, Zuhum, bro, everybody.
Naim. Top tier banter. Congratulations to all our Liverpool fans. Kiarie atulali. Celine atulali. Eric Njiru atulali.
Bro, watu utakuwa na tweet kitu Eric anakutweet hapo ama na
Also
We have to do a Liverpool episode.
Brian anaitwa Yobs. Yobs na Sam, they are my friends Liverpool fans.
How does it feel?
ambia watafute form.
It felt
They've reached
nice
20.
juu nini zao ni shout out to Sam franchise. Tweets zao ni zote zenye kila kitu nye Arteta amekuwa akisema.
Acha uogo.
From kuna kitu alisema we are not backing down. Arteta alisema nini?
Hizo times za nini?
Zote,
we're not,
zote.
yeah.
And you would rather be 7 points behind City than Liverpool.
Yeah.
Hizo ndio walikuwa na post. So Yobs na Sam walikook Liverpool fans. There's a fan called Sukao Baka.
Me, let me tell you, the only way I will tolerate that guard of honor is if you're in the final of the Champions League. I'm not tolerating it any other way.
Mmewapea mara ngapi? Mmepea timu mingi nyinyi.
Na ni sisi? Si kila mtu kwa game yetu juu ana expect kwa title decider.
Wana expect na ikui.
Wana expect kwa title
It doesn't
decider.
work that way, my friend. But
Nini, if you realized, you guys never play big teams at the end of the season.
We do.
They give you relegation battles.
We do.
Who are you playing
We are
at the end
playing
of the
Chelsea
season?
na Villa. When you're ahead of us.
Chana hizo.
Then last season, I think we played Chelsea when Palmer scored. We played you guys, OT. When you
But what were Chelsea contending for last year?
big teams, bro. We played you
Calm
guys at
down.
OT. Mkatuchapa 1-0.
But when was that?
Ilikuwa-
Was it the last 5 games of the season?
Yeah, actually, almost the 4. When we had injuries and I lost that slap bit, Jeff akasahau. Alafu guess nani alimkumbusha?
Daddy. Shang.
You know,
We don't.
you don't. Jeff is my G. I needed Kenan to be humbled kidogo. Tumeshinda kikombe February, karibu abaye ile nini ya Saddam.
Nilikuwa nayo. The Carabao one.
Ebusi. Bro, like
Alafu I went to Twitter. I called out all the Arsenal fans. Adi Jeff ndio akajitokeza tukaweka bit. So confident.
We need to do a Liverpool episode.
Yeah.
Just we need to celebrate them. We they
we-
were the best this season.
Siko huko.
Unajua fantasy football focus sahi we are for all the fans. We have to do a Liverpool episode. Na wewe unaandika notes. Mimi niko tu hapa na kama tu naongelea tu. I had to finish off who's been the most impressive Liverpool player this season.
Gravenberch.
That's not Salah.
Gravenberch na
First of all, we agree Salah has been on a different level.
yeah.
Crazy season, one of the craziest seasons we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Aye.
The midfield. Their midfield plus Endo.
Yeah.
Alafu the one person that I feel like they disrespect a lot na came clutch like 9 points, won them 9 points this season. Darwin Núñez.
My striker
Remember the
that
Brentford game?
Yeah.
That one, he was big.
Like kuna magames zenye ameingia na kafunga ka change game.
Yeah.
It's not like scoring even the winning goal, but a goal that changes the match, the outlook of the match.
I think obviously Van Dijk has to be there simply because
Yes, Van Dijk.
he just gives them so much stability at the back.
Yeah.
So when we say who we think has been,
Kelleher also.
we have to when Alisson was injured, he came
Almost
in
the
and,
whole team. Like kila mtu alichangia.
me, I was really happy with Tsimikas, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because the days Robertson was getting beat. So Robertson was this season. I've never seen Robertson get beat that much. But when that happens, Tsimikas was coming in and really being that great deputy. And even the Champions League, he was starting in these games when they went and won all the games until the second last one.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that team was. Luis Diaz started the season so amazingly well. I remember we said that Cody Gakpo would have an amazing season after Euros. You remember?
And he did.
He actually did.
Kwanza the first 5 games, he scored the ile
No, Diaz started those first few games.
like not starting but
when
scoring.
he came on and then
He scored the goals he was scoring at the Euros.
Yeah.
And we had an episode here saying why don't they watch box to box and specifically Ndegz, because he has been saying he'll cut in na ilace.
Or we're talking about other players.
Yeah.
Like other teams. Where
Yeah.
don't they watch box to box?
Yeah.
And that guy does the same thing over na hakuna kitu unaweza fanya.
Nika Robin.
Yeah.
I'm
he's good. So if they're to strengthen one position, okay, not one, where would they strengthen?
Diff. They need a fullback, like a right back.
Oh yeah, if Trent leaves, yeah.
Yeah. Alafu they need a left back.
Is Trent leaving?
He has to.
Trent is coming to your team.
An option.
I guess.
Okay.
I guess.
Left back, right back, then one centre back.
Yeah, because they can't always depend on Kenan and Ndegz.
Konate, Konsa, and Gomez are injury prone.
And I think also they need a CDM.
Yeah, CDM
They need one who can.
Nah,
Because Gravenberch is not going to play the whole
They
season.
need a striker.
They actually
Why do they need a striker?
They are
because
selling
they are
Núñez and
selling
Jota.
Núñez for sure. That
Do you know why Núñez is being sold?
Yeah, because
Alimwagia Salah pombe bro. Who said ni mjinga ulicheki?
walisema ati
Ulicheki?
iko nini.
niliona akimkimbiza though.
Si alimkimbiza, acha kukimbiza. Kuna time ameenda kupoza akamwambia Bruce
Kuna
nimwagie.
nini-
Akamwagia. Salah akadakivia akajifanya anacheka. Akatani nikasema you are God.
Kuna video imetoka leo. They are explaining that Liverpool bought non-alcoholic champagnes.
For that
Salah.
celebration.
Just for Salah. Yeah, Daily Mail. I don't know how true.
I wish Bobby was in
It
the
could
team,
be.
man.
Salah dedicated that to them.
I
Bobby
wish
and Mane.
I wish Bobby was in the
Nani
team.
also
man.
had crucial goals if you think of Diogo Jota.
Yeah.
Even though he was injured
Yeah.
when he came on.
Like everyone, ndio
Kazi-
nasema kila mtu alichangia.
Yeah, this was
Kazi
a
yake
proper-
inakuwa kucheza PS ka George kila time.
This was a proper squad
Badala acheze
performance.
mpira.
Anyway, Liverpool are champions.
Alafu you
Number
saw
20.
you saw the tweet from Dawizi. Like I didn't have the context. Alitweet ati ndo maana wanichezeshangi na ni hata nikicheza vizuri, then suddenly nakuwa dropped. So the thing is, Darwin was supposed to make 50th appearance for Liverpool in the Premier League. Now he had that clause with Benfica that akimake hizo appearances they pay. So you know how those clauses work. So alifikanga 49 what Atletico and Barca did
With Nani Griezmann.
with Grisou. So pia alifika 49 hawakumchezesha.
but Sibera anaweza achieve.
Si aliingia jana.
Oh.
So nani pia has to make two appearances ndio apate medal.
Nani?
FedEx.
Yeah.
But he'll surely make.
Oh my gosh, Harvey Elliott was popping up with some random crucial performances off the bench.
Yeah.
That's another guy. Why was he fighting with Richarlison?
I think
Scouser behavior, bro.
He did 30 or something like that. Then Richarlison said, maybe that's what he's wishing, number of goals he's wishing to score in his career. Richarlison. And Richarlison is a former Everton player.
Yeah. Plus he hates the
also
Van Dijk.
The assistant coach, Johnny Heitinga, used to play for Everton.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Aliwahi Tinga.
Anyway, talking of Kutinga, Everton. We had them go to the bridge to face Chelsea.
Wacha kujifanya ujui chant.
Wako chini.
Eh.
Uliona hiyo game?
Ama nijua sawa Gora wananga chant.
Wananga. Gor na mawe wamelaniwa.
Chelsea. What can I say about Chelsea?
Let's go from Jax.
Yeah, Nick Jax is back.
Yeah.
Hey, that was his first goal in 4.5 months.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Nick tulishtua hii ni game ya 17 ya Cole Palmer jafunga.
Wacha.
Aki.
He was making some weird decisions. I feel like the moments where the guy can literally run into the middle of the park, he wants to cut back, and then there's a time they had a counter, and then anaichapa nyuma.
Amekuwa predictable. Juu, unajua tu chenye, like, what I feel like venye defenders wanamdefend against, hawataki akati. So wanamchuma either right foot, Joezi tumie hiyo, ama wana block, like, anarudi tu nyuma.
Yeah.
An option.
One thing that surprised me about this game is there was so much transition, which is unlike Everton. It's very unlike Everton. Like, their games are never that open.
They went there not to lose. I didn't feel like they did enough.
Ama them, they know they're safe. They're like, their games are never that open. And
plus wako juu ya Manu, so...
And then Nicholas Jackson, I need to give him credit for that goal, because if there's one thing Pickford is strong at, is those low shots to the... Yeah. So for you to beat him there,
crazy.
Alifanya kazi.
Alafu, I think I can change my left back. Rather, left back of the season, I think Kuku has a shout.
Wow! Say that again?
Kukurela.
Hey, when we're doing all these combined 11s, and I told you Kukurela is a baller.
He never missed.
He's a baller.
He never missed in
any of my combined 11s. Yeah. That run he makes across the box every single time when a cross is coming in. Literally, he's more of a striker than many strikers.
This is what Enzo learned from Pep. That left back thing.
No, but his runs, like, he comes from left back and he comes all the way to the near post, if the ball is on the right, which is...
Plus, he's exploiting the fact that most teams in the Premier League, they tuck in, like, on a defend narrow. So, namwachia space yote.
But you see also the disadvantage of that is, if you get a team that can hit you on the counter, like Crystal Palace, and Kukurea is akoko mbele, that's it.
Like Prime United, Ole.
That is why he has to be very smart with those runs. He can't do it every time.
Yeah.
Kukurea's was good.
But it was a nice win from them.
Even the goal that was disallowed was from his shot.
Yeah.
He gets into very dangerous positions. And he started doing this thing with Spain during the Euros.
Yeah. When
you could see...
Gary called him out.
And he ni kama alikuwa na... Ye badala kuinterchange na center back, alikuwa na interchange na Lamine. Na Merino akiingia. Those guys, I don't know how they...
He assisted Nani Oyarzabal. Yeah.
And then... who don't we talk about?
Nkunku.
Chaloba.
Nkunku anaenda Arsenal.
Azi. Bro. We can't celebrate. We have nothing to celebrate.
Chaloba was bullying Beto.
He was bullying him.
Na venye Beto was bullying Van Dijk the other day.
Bana. And Saliba.
Yeah, Van Dijk ilikuwa ni hate. Unajua...
Like si hate. Umse alikuwa na mbuli.
Chaloba alikuwa na...
like Beto hate him.
Yeah.
Na Saliba. Because he did it the next game against Saliba.
Yeah,
Saliba nayo ni for aesthetics. We unajua kuchenga Saliba wenye...
But hata Mateta alimkunja, so nothing special there.
Tutaongelea Mateta too shortly. But what don't to say about Chaloba was doing that thing that Nani normally does, Lavia. Of if a team has a focal point, anaenda anakaa tu kwa umse akiget ball hata turn, hakuna vile unapiga turn. So lazima ukwe ule mse mwenye unaweza chapa wall pass. Ama unaweza shikilia ase hivi. And I feel like that was such a great performance. That's where the goal came from.
Yeah.
Akapata tu akapatia
Enzo
shot,
akamulika
teke, teke.
Jax killed it.
And I also feel like as this season is ending, Madueke has now nailed that place. Honestly.
I also think what I was telling you about, if a manager wants to tame certain attributes of a player, atamweka the opposite wing. Juma Madueke performed well in that
He did.
left wing.
And even when he's put on the right, he comes that energy.
Yeah.
My only issue with Madueke is when they play good
discipline.
teams, he doesn't track back.
Yeah.
Which is why he ends up getting dropped. Then he's also a confidence player. The moment he's dropped, by the time I return our confidence is Rudy. So I hope with time that's something he can build. Because if he does, Sancho anarudi Man U.
Unaona after that goal he scored.
Aende
Surely Chelsea
Shabana.
have to sign him.
Madueke alicheza.
Wewe achana mambo ya Madueke. Boy yenye Sancho alifunga bro.
Sasa si Garnacho ndo anaenda Chelsea sahi.
Garnacho
It's not me. Ask Fabrizio.
Garnacho
Not
is
me.
going to
Also ni
Napoli.
Jamia Fabrizio.
Garnacho is going to Napoli. Simi ndo nakushow.
Nyi mtakuwa na nani
Niko na
sasa?
Intel. Kunia. Matias. Usikie venye nani anamuita?
Nani?
Our manager, Amorim. Matias.
Who you want to sign two people? There's a tweet I saw about Ati if you guys next season if you sign Kunya and you sign Jean-Philippe Mateta. Every time ukiuza Akunya Mateta. Itakuwa tu hivyo.
But
People are like,
from
please
there,
give us.
we sent scouts to watch him.
Nani?
Jean-Philippe. Yeah.
Stop lying.
Aki. Scouts this weekend watch Jean-Philippe na Retegi.
We'll take this one, bro.
But now that Ipswich were relegated, it's more like we'll trigger that release.
You think his dad will allow to come to Manchester? The red half.
As Stoke City player?
No, see, his dad is a passionate player.
No, he's from Stoke City, bro.
Yeah, but he's a former City player.
You see, there's something a fan asked. Like, what will take a player right now to United? Definitely not even the fans, all the results. Someone answered, a Liverpool fan answered, imagine being the player who brings them back to glory.
How many players have said that in the last 10 years?
No one.
No, all of them. What do you mean
No,
one?
like, wewe wengine wamekuwa kenda juu hapa ake, bro. Like,
how many people have said that? Everyone has said that
Anthony-
it's going to be me.
Anthony was
Pogba was the epitome.
Nah,
he
Anthony
came
was-
back saying, I'm back. I'm
Anthony was being paid 20k per week.
At Ajax.
He came to United and lipa to 50. Nani anaweza kataa hiyo, bro?
No, sijakata.
Like,
But
that was the motivating factor.
you people have had more saviors.
No, like
than
right now,
even
I feel
coaches.
I feel like
you, out of all the teams in the last 10 years, who has had more coaches,
Chelsea.
more players
Chelsea,
coming in
Palace.
saying
Bournemouth.
that we're coming to save.
Nah. Like,
Ten Hag was the epitome of that.
Ten Hag alikuwa amekuja. Ten Hag said we are
Ole
good.
was the same.
Ole wanted to bring back the DNA.
See, that's
Like-
bringing back past glory.
Sasa hatutaki DNA. We need United different.
Kila mtu
Acha tuongelea hata
kila
United
mtu.
by the way.
Kila mtu mmesign. Ngoja tumalizie Chelsea. Tumemaliza. Tumemaliza.
Tushamaliza Chelsea.
Aya. United.
Bro, like we are the first team this season to get an XG of 2.5 at Vitality Stadium. Nipigie makofi na Joe Stadium. Thanks.
Umeimprove siku hizi.
Yeah. We are the first team to nullify Bournemouth to only one shot on target. Although they had a red card. But
You're also the only team to give them a
for
red.
the 70 minutes. They had one shot. That one goal.
Yeah, but
the last two games we've had 2 shots on target, 2 goals. Are we improving? No. But there are some certain aspects of the game that I feel like with better players they will improve. But if you look at the goal we scored, the goal we conceded rather, that was purely on Amorim's structure.
Who scored?
Antoine.
No, theirs. Yours.
No, for theirs.
Okay, we'll get to yours. Let's talk about Antoine.
Yeah, Antoine scored a very good goal.
Also, the goal he considered was because of his structure.
Like, bro, like our build-up. Every team we face this season, they know they'll press us. Because see normally what teams do ama what Pep made teams do ni two center back split, then goalkeeper anakuwa the third center back. You get what I'm saying? But see, we have a third center back who's non-existent during.
But nowadays he moves forward.
You see, the problem is Jana he didn't move, so it was close proximity
he's
between
gone
him.
back to that old habit.
Yeah, between him and Onana. So Onana. Onana can't be the third center back. So basically, ni umse ana block passing channels zake za kutumia katikati. So what Onana has to do is either go both sides. Ni hiyo ni mtego. So unakuwa pressed. Dogu tried to beat a player, akanyang'anya ball. Evanson akagusa kisigino to Antoine who scored. Then we had some few chances with a striker. Those two Garnacho chances, I think we score. Like in the first half.
Bruno's chance, second half.
Yeah.
If it was Bruno of old, of like 2 weeks ago.
1 week ago.
2 weeks. 1 week ago he didn't start. So he came off the bench.
But in my eyes, tuko pabaya.
Let me play devil's advocate. You caught Bournemouth at a bad time. But that's not your problem, right? It's not your problem. You play what's in front of you.
Yeah.
That point of saying you held them to 1x, I'd say you caught them at a bad time. First of all, you're the only people who've given them a red card.
Yeah.
Well, not given them. They earned it. Like, that was a red card,
deserved.
right? But secondly, they had just come off losing from the FA Cup. You know them, they had put all their hopes in the FA Cup, knowing this is their time.
Yeah.
Then Munachujwa, despite being on such hot form. So I think that also, like, they just, that team was just not playing to how well they played against us, how well they played against City,
and how
well they've played against people in, how well they're going to play against?
You in the weekend.
Oh, we're playing them this weekend? Tupatana now, haina shida. But again, in as much as they were not great, that's not your fault. You play what's in front of you. So we have to give you credit for holding them to that XG because no one has done it. But, you guys, second half, the pressure. There was pressure. To be honest, you guys were relentless. You were relentless. Relentless. And also, in as much as you say the goal was as a result of Amorim's structure, your goal was also as a result of your structure.
Yeah.
Because how many times did you guys get in that position and nothing happened? But you persisted. Nevertheless, you persisted. You persisted and persisted.
What a goal from Ugarte.
Wait, nani alifunga bao? Nani alifunga bao ya Manu?
Manu.
Mbona mnamruka? See, he's your best striker.
Bro, I saw a tweet jana usiku. Si umeona hii trend imeenda ati 100 men fighting a gorilla. Certain fan saying, he hopes. Let me read it.
Wanahopi kuwa ni Hoyland. Juu kazi yake nakuwa tu kushikana huko walai. Achageni hizo walai.
I need Hoyland to be one of those 100 men fighting the gorilla.
No, but that trend is so stupid.
It came at the perfect time because tell me why Liverpool have won the league.
And no one is talking about Liverpool.
But it's men fighting a gorilla.
We Shai unaweza piga gorilla? Ukipewa 100 men unaweza piga gorilla. Imagine umepewa Samiro, umepewa
kama wewe uko na Samiro ni sawa.
Mimi siko. Mimi gorilla inanivunja. Mimi siko msiniake kwa hesabu. Mimi I'm not toxic.
Kama nyinyi
mimi navunjwa.
Kama wewe na Samiro mko sawa.
Kofi moja. Kuna msali samati after imemaliza 250 ndio sasa inaanza kufanya hivi.
na makumi pia akiwa niko sawa pia.
Mimi siko bro. Mimi nataka kushoot content.
Ama utakuwa philosopher. There's a person who said that me during World War, when men were being sent to go and fight, mi ningesema tu mi ni philosopher nikange hapo kwa town.
But then ningeanza photography mapema, ningekuwa nawapiga picha for memories.
Mi ningekuwa na shoot content to your time ya World War.
Me acha nikwambie, the fact that people actually think they can beat a gorilla, like people are actually stupid. People actually
inapiga mtu mmoja wengine anaepa.
Imagine, and they believe they can guys.
Anyway, look what Hoyland is doing to us. I didn't know gorilla.
Unaona hiyo strength, strength ya gorilla alikuwa amekoko mbele.
Like, have you seen the difference between him and Chido? Chido came in, the first touch was a goal line clearance.
Yeah.
That's a
But-
12-year-old.
No. This man scored with a minute and 30 seconds to go, right?
As in, it wasn't like...
Yeah, after kututesa like
that's
for
awareness.
forever.
First of all, did you see how onside he stayed?
Yeah. But...
He was,
Jo alikuwa amejishikilia kwa defender.
it's so easy to be offside.
Alikuwa onside, jo alikuwa amejishikilia.
But nasema ni rahisi kuwa off. But he wasn't. The man has special awareness.
Amelipa influencers.
He need
Milan amelipa influencers.
Msafiri jina.
Nyi wase, mi nawambia, huu mse anaweza kwa Corazon. Juu kila siku kwa mboka, bro.
My G. You're very stupid.
Wanakufanya uchi na shengu tunakufanyia. Yeah, but it was a good result for us. Juu we have nothing to play for. I think ni mita 2 tunaweza miss. Si kwanzia like for bottom 10 ni the higher you are, the more 3 million you get. Ama 9 ama 6.
As kids say, the cooler it becomes.
See, but that's how it works. The only thing that we can nizo do tu za prem na tuhitaji pesa si ni masongo.
Hey, number 15. Hey,
14, bro.
you guys have to win.
14.
You actually have to win.
Kwa number 14.
Cheki, you're 15th.
Sasa tumepata ile draw.
Mko na points gapi?
With a title
39.
in mind.
39.
Yeah.
So mebakisha 6. Games
Zee.
baki ngapi?
Games
So number
zabaki
45. Si target ni
Sasa
45.
tulirudi kwa 43.
Si target. We si goal yetu ni 45. Wewe ndo uliniambia goal ya
But
45.
tukasikizana
Ulisema computer.
like sasa
Si tunakompea na hiyo time.
last week we did after we lost to Wolves.
Hapana,
Because the plan
cheki.
was listen. The plan was we win versus Wolves, then between Bournemouth and Brentford we get a draw, then win versus West Ham. Tufike 45.
But
to equal
when
yes
was
per computer.
Super computer ilisema hivyo vile Amorim aliingia, si ndio?
Vile Ten Hag
Alichujwa.
alikuwa.
Vile Ten Hag alikuwa.
Yeah.
See, no, we're
So-
working by that.
So
And you say that Amorim will surpass it easily. So don't drop the points. Don't took it
Sasa
43.
we have already gotten the draw. Now we have to beat Brentford and Brentford and West Ham
And Chelsea.
and Chelsea and Villa. Easy.
Free scoring Brentford.
Ahmad is back, bro.
He's back.
Yeah.
But yeah,
My
atacheza
favorite
hizi
United
games za
player.
pre-season. Yeah,
Azi
agoje.
atacheza ya pre-season kutest nini
Mi
fitness.
sitaki
favorite
mi
United
nataka
player.
akae huko.
Leo nini some locals ameriport hivyo. Him and Elite will start the pre-season versus Brentford for much fitness.
Because of our
Yeah, second leg.
we have a
nini.
trophy in mind.
Yeah. Alafu tutolewe. I saw kuna kitu cha nyuma ka hiyo.
Tulia wewe unyi kuwa ambitious hata.
Anyway, that's it for United. Then over the weekend we had FA Cup semi-finals. And
Where do we
bro,
start?
Villa.
No. Yes, let's start there.
Yeah.
Because Eberechi Eze.
Bro, siwezi funga boka hiyo alafu ni celebrate.
See, but it's becoming, for him it's customary. You saw the goal he scored against us.
Achana hiyo. Like,
Nah, relax,
Bro,
semi-final in Wembley. This is his first time playing there.
No. That's aura, bro. That's
Hakuna
aura.
kitu cha aura, bro.
Hiyo ni aura.
Like we're losing.
Sasa mbona nikimbia hivi nitoe
Bebe,
shati?
anafaa ache hiyo gimmick ya kujifanya
Ati,
Sio ndo celebration yake.
Bro,
you saw-
anafanyanga knee slide sio alafu fanya knee slide alafu ende ufanye
You saw Amorim versus Lyon. You can't hide emotion forever, man.
Apana. He showed emotion at the end. He was happy celebrating with the crowd.
Tembozi alikuwa zinaingia alikuwa anaruka
Bro,
kama
alikuwa
monkey.
anaruka huko juu
Kwanza
Hata
huyo
nikuulize.
ndiye anafaa kukua frontline ya kufight hiyo gorilla.
anaifight na aura.
Tukianza ngatao ndani. Mbona Shenga nanga psych? Sio ndio ora yake. Anakuja tu polepole asema
Shenga
wasi.
Jackson.
Zii,
Ana-
siku hizi
eh?
nimeimprove unaona nimelearn
Si kuimprove. No one said you are doing badly. There's nothing
Zii.
to improve.
passion imerudi.
Ni jugori kuna perform.
Hey, shit.
Hey,
No,
hey,
hata
hey,
hata
hey,
Mani
hey,
kichaponga
hey.
sikuangi
Calm down.
na sikuangi na psych.
Huyo anaongelesha 21 times champion vibaya huyu.
Shut up, I'm not stadium.
Shabana anaenda-
Hawa si waliamini watajengewa stadium 60K.
60,000.
Tupatane Monday.
Anyway, point remains. That guy's aura.
Yeah.
That goal was
Plus
superb.
we said it, yeah. Didn't we? Okay, you said it. Jumi, I predicted Villa to win. But the same problem that I thought Villa will have, they had them. Umse akona shida na wing play. Alafu bro, I think we were too quick to rate Rodgers. He's just a good carrier.
But he is. But you
Just
see,
that,
no.
yeah.
But that's a rare trait. It's not a common trait. It's like it's like talking about strikers now, right? Right now,
Isak.
if I ask you who the best strikers in the world are, you just name, top of your mind, you name like 4 of them because you're like, they're not many.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Rodgers. He's doing something that players are not doing right now, and that becomes a rare trait, which means he becomes more valuable to more teams, especially teams that now play a low block, right? Where we're not really a low block, but yes, low block. Then they have to play on the counter. You need a ball carrier. He's like a Yaya Toure.
Yeah.
You don't have many of those. Like,
Mainu.
in as much as we say that's the only thing he does, now, but the guy is finishing.
Yeah.
He can finish. But in this game, I didn't see a different aspect to his game that would have won this game for Villa.
Villa walikuwa chini. Congrats to Palace. I think
No, Palace was so good.
they were so good.
And then, Jean-Philippe, this is the time you decide to miss things like penalties.
Of all the
Yeah?
Can we
Of all
also
the
talk
days,
about
bro.
how Martinez is pure?
yeah.
Abos unachukia tu Argentina.
Simchuki, like
Wewe
ana live off
unachukia
the
tu
3 pens
but
he
the
saved
squeezy
in
is
Copa
so
America.
bad, bro.
Ako so
He's
bad.
so bad.
See, the guy is aura. See, he
Hakuna
was best
aura.
goalkeeper of the year.
Ama apake ile nini yake tena.
Kunjiru ndiye alivote, so you understand.
Wow.
Yeah, so for me, I'm not surprised as Palace won. I'm actually not surprised because they started this thing the week before they played us.
Yeah.
And I saw the way they were playing. And then I saw the way they put up the lineup against us. I was like, this guy is not benching anyone. In fact, we played how I thought they would play. Where it's like, we have a semi-final, let's chill. Let's rest players, nini. Us guys played like that. Those guys said, no, we're coming. We're coming. And the moment
rested
Jean-Philippe entered the
though.
game, and they also rested Ismail Assar. Assar was looking so sharp. He was looking so sharp.
Any beast.
No, that team is doing well.
Bro,
Daichi
na
Kamada
like,
also.
yukuwa like hata ka ujamwatch for 2 years, the next time you watch him like since ulimuona he's still the same, like ako on bado like proper player.
No, Palace was so good. Me, I'm not even surprised.
They'll beat City in the final.
Speaking of City,
Yeah. What a goal from Rico Lewis.
if there's anything you don't do to City at Wembley, don't give them an early goal.
Yeah.
You, as a United fan, you know.
Yeah.
You let them struggle.
Ju, now you've wasted your gameplay.
Yeah.
Ju, Forest came to that game to park, frustrate them, then second half ndio waamkie. Gameplay kesha the first 10 minutes.
Bana.
No, you have to attack.
But the thing about City that I don't understand, they concede chances that I never thought they would.
Yeah.
Like the one Nani hit the post twice. What's his name?
Chris Wood.
No,
Elanga.
Gibbs White.
Elanga pia wasted some chances.
Morgan Gibbs White. The first chance, what was Vardiol doing? Then one of her took Jinga, and then Nani has to backpedal. Ortega.
Anacheza center back.
Yeah, it was they continued some very stupid chances. Alafu amegonga post mara 3 kwa hiyo sequence. I mean in the second half. Morgan Gibbs White mbili, Awoni ingine.
Pia Elanga had a good chance.
Elanga had a good chance as well. So hapo tu walijiangusha. And then by the time you concede the second one, it's a tall order.
Isha.
Even if they scored that one, honestly, it will have been tight to finish the game. But if there's one thing you don't do for City is give them that early goal.
Goal, yeah. You'll struggle.
But that team, you are right about Mamush. Mamush is not Haaland. Those guys are not the same without
Yeah.
Haaland. They're
Mamush
really
will
not.
play well with Haaland.
Like
but
City of last year had a different dimension without Haaland.
yeah.
This City, and Haaland didn't miss many games, granted. But this one,
They look
it's not the same.
lost.
But the one thing about Mamush, msena ma set piece. Hata kona zake.
Crazy. Yen ka Bruno.
That delivery for Vardiol's goal.
Bruno wa CE.
The boy's on fire. Yeah. Boy's on fire. So do you see them winning?
Nah. Okay, they are the favorites, but I feel like Palace has that
Palace has a thing
underdog
against this
aura.
team.
Yeah.
It's just that they've never met at. I don't think they've met at
Wembley.
a final.
No, you see
or
what
to the final
what
at Wembley.
Wigan did in 2013
I can't remember. But what I remember is I remember
City
Andy Townsend scoring a volley
against
against umesema Wigan, mimi akili yangu ilikuwa kwa Birmingham. Ndio maana nimelenga hiyo story mbili.
Birmingham ilikuwa Carabao.
Ni sisi
EFL. Ama ilikuwa inaitwaje?
Capital One.
Carling.
Oh, it was Carling then
Yeah, it
Capital
was
One.
Carling.
Yeah. So say.
Yeah,
So
that's-
umesema City are finishing trophyless like Real.
They have to. Madrid inashinda La Liga, bro.
Liga gani?
La Liga tu moja.
Esports.
La Liga Pichichi.
Siodi mie.
So European football is back. This week, and tomorrow we have PSG. Acha anze vizuri. Tomorrow we have the Arsenal. You are by far
the greatest team
North London has ever seen. Taking on PSG. Yeah.
Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah. Woo!
PSG were beaten this weekend, yeah?
Yeah, but they are rotated.
I know they're
Their
rotating.
first loss.
If there's anything that I love is people who rotate all your players. But as we didn't play over the weekend,
Yeah.
so tunakuja tu kama
Mlienda Dubai?
hakuwa na time.
I think
But
the easiest thing you can do, you can predict the PSG lineup. Difference pekee inaweza kuwa kati ya Desire Due na Bakola, nani anaanza.
I think Bakola will start.
The rest the same.
Yeah. And I really want to see how they play against us this time
That
at the
midfield.
Emirates. The last game they played against us, we got 2 chances in the first half.
Killed them.
Tukafunga, na second half we just decided to just vibes. They didn't manage to score, ended 2-0. But I feel like second half they really showed something. That they came to the Emirates and dominated us in terms of possession.
Yeah.
And that's something I know they will want to do from the start in this game. Because that last game, they didn't have Dembele. They didn't have
Fabian Ruiz.
Kvara, because he hadn't joined.
Yeah.
So it's a
And
different
Fabian
team
Ruiz.
as well.
Say their midfield is arguably the best in Europe.
One of the best in Europe.
Yeah.
As we don't have Partey.
Yeah.
Which means Rice has to now drop back there. Which means
Rice,
you take away
Merino.
from him being that.
Rice, Merino and Odegaard, right? Then Trossard as false 9.
That's the thing. Because now you've taken Merino from the front, you've taken Rice from the 8 role.
Jojo Gino ako na shida ya moyo. Moyoni,
Amekuwa Eriksen.
moyoni mwangu
So,
mi.
Vile mi naona hii game ka tunashinda is by like a goal.
So your prediction?
My prediction is a 2-1 win.
So
To the Gunners.
my worry with PSG ni a larger percentage of their goals they have conceded zimekuwa set piece again. Ole. They've conceded more from set pieces. Now they are facing set piece FC. So that's one thing to look for. Then the second thing ni they have those moments that they allow chances. Now I think they are facing a side who can take their chances wakitaka.
I feel like that youthfulness is what brings that, where you don't have the maturity to control the minutes. When you're not dominating the game, find ways to like slow down the game, make it, they still don't have that experience because they're quite young. But in my opinion, I feel like you matter more in the second leg than the first one.
My prediction is PSG to win 2-1.
I also fear for Kivior. Because if there was one performance he had a bad performance this season, it was against PSG. Yeah. So, and it was a mistake that no. That wasn't PSG. That was another team in the Champions League. Which one was it? I've forgotten. But it wasn't that one. Sorry, different game. But he has shown that against quick, pacey attackers, he normally has issues. Yeah. And this is an organized team. So, you're going 2-1?
2-1 PSG.
Me should no prediction, but my worry is just Donnarumma.
Donnarumma's moments. He was really good
That's
at
the
Anfield.
problem.
No, he was good at Anfield.
That's the problem. No,
good
bro.
moments.
Saka will just bro, jamaa shazuba ameangalia huko.
By the way, Saka versus Nini is going to be fire.
Bro.
No, Saka versus
Hakimi.
Mensch.
No,
Mensch.
Saka is with Nuno Mensch.
For real?
Yeah. See, left back.
Oh.
I don't think there's a guy who's been better at left back this season.
The way he
Off the
kept
top of my
Salah.
mind, I don't know who else you can say. Yeah, So, yeah. Well, umesema? Una prediction.
Niko na
Who unataka Arsenal watoke juu Real walikuwa anyway.
Oh god. Madrid, see these guys, please.
On Wednesday we have Internazionale Milano
Who lost the lead in the Serie A?
will be coming to the Stadio Olimpico to take on Real Madrid players
Aye.
FC Barcelona.
Shout out to HMD.
And shout out to Marcus Thuram kupata injury.
And shout out to Lamin Yamal Halal.
Yamin
AKA
Lamal.
producer Ski.
Malal.
The problem that these teams will have from inaitwa J team again. From Barcelona they'll miss Balde. I don't think they'll miss Lewandowski. If Lewandowski played that Real game, he doesn't make that run Ferran made, and the game ends 2-1. So Ferran is a low-key good profile in such games.
But Ferran amekuwa msewa nini lakini. Amekuwa msewa wa hiyo Copa del Rey.
Yeah, but you won't have those spaces versus Inter, right? Then a worrying factor is, as much as they are so defensive, they considered an XG of 5 against Bayern over 2 legs. That's not a good sign.
It's not a good sign, but
it's not a good sign. But
Bayern had all the firepower.
Yeah,
Barca don't have firepower.
I'm going for a draw. 1-1 ama 2-2 at the Olympico.
I'm going with another 2-1 win. But this 2-1 is going to the team that demolished Real Madrid in the Copa del Rey final. FC Barcelona. I just feel like they are on too much of a high. And again, that thing of playing badly before, how can you lose the lead in after saying how if they draw to the end of the season itakuwa kali, like Inter and Napoli. So I think they were too focused on this game. But this Barca team is a juggernaut, bro.
But losing the Coppa Italia, Scudetto, and now UCL in 2 weeks, it will be crazy.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a great sign. That thing of XG going down, you being knocked out by your rivals, you losing the lead at home to Roma, who has like not. I mean, okay, they're on a crazy run, granted, but still, the trend is not positive over the last few weeks. I'm not saying definitively Barca will go through, but for this first leg, Barca win 2-1.
I'm going for, I'll say that draw, right? On Thursday, we have Europa League semi-finals. We have Atletico Bilbao at San Mamés taking on United, other team for me, Manchester United.
Estadio San Mamés.
Yeah.
Husband of teams.
Is Nani back?
Who? Everyone is back, bro.
No, for them.
No. Everyone is back for them.
Sansei.
Everyone.
Is there.
Adi Nico Williams.
Williams squared Zico.
He played.
Yay!
Let alone he played. I love. You remember the quote he said?
Yeah.
Every kid.
Wait, who?
Nico.
No. Oh, loves playing against United at Old Trafford.
Like every kid's dream was to play at
Old Trafford. Yeah.
I'm going for a quick 1-1 draw.
That's very possible. Very possible because Bilbao do not.
They're not prolific at home.
But they're not prolific in front of goal. Yeah. That's the one thing I've realized.
They have a
Even
fast striker.
The last game, who did they beat in Europa League?
Rangers.
First leg ended 0-0, yeah.
And Rangers had a red card.
But Rangers were, yeah. But anyway, point remains, I don't think they have that killer instinct in front of goal just yet. And I don't think you guys, the way you guys set up, considering the injuries you have, mtakuwa pragmatic.
Yeah.
Basically what you did in the last game, how you concede all the chances, but you don't concede goal. You don't concede any goal. So I think I agree. 1-1. And then take it to OT.
OT kijana yangu. There we have Spurs taking on Bodo Glimt.
Bodo Glimt?
Yeah.
Bodo Glimt walitoa nani?
Lazio.
Imagine. It is the history of the Tottenham.
Imagine I have no hope in this Tottenham team.
Twins. Me and you same.
What they did, how they got through, I don't even know. Let's start there. Secondly, how they played against Liverpool was not promising. It was quite sad. Like, you can't just be going into such games with so low on confidence. Maddison's assist to Nani's goal was really good. But after that, even the goal they conceded, whose goal was it? McAllister. You saw what they were doing at the back. Yeah. Like, there's just a lack of structure, lack of seriousness.
Even that Gakpo offside goal.
Yeah, dude. Like, it's just there's just too much that's not giving me any hope. First leg is at? In London?
Yeah, London.
Yeah, no, that one I'll give them at least a 1-1 draw for that one. But they're not going through.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I don't see. I'm going for a draw, 1-1 also. Then we have Jagaden taking on Chelsea. You know Olunga played for this team?
Wacha.
Lucky, I think so. Let me check.
Jugarden. And then they beat someone who got a red card in the quarterfinal. Who did they knock out? They knocked out Victoria Plitzen.
Yeah, Olunga played for them and scored 12 goals.
Oh, nice.
Because he's the GOAT.
Who did they beat?
Michael.
Who did they beat?
Who? Jagaden.
Was it Victoria Plitzen?
Jagaden.
No, it was someone else. I think it was Victoria. Europa Conference League semi-final, quarterfinal. Rapid Vienna, who got a red card in that game.
Yeah.
It's a lie. Chelsea. It's in London.
Nah.
First leg.
Sweden.
Yeah. I'll still go with a Chelsea win. 3-2. High scoring.
I'm going for Chelsea win 3-1.
Yeah.
So this weekend we have Premier League and early kickoff Psycho Friday at the Etihad. We have Manchester City taking on Wolves. Like the last Wolves game, they had more numbers. You know why?
Why?
Numbers of watch. You know why? Tulikuwa scouting mbaya.
Kunya Matara.
Yeah.
Man City win. The Onaka form. I think they've won like 6 of the last 8 or something like that.
Yeah.
Or 6 of the last 9.
8.
So they're playing well. I'll go with the City win. Mamouche.
I'm going for City to win also 3-1.
3-1.
On Saturday, we have Aston Villa, Rashford-less Aston Villa taking on Fulham.
Shout out to Rashford, who's out for the
rest of the season.
The rest of the season?
Yeah.
Taking on Fulham.
Huh?
Hamstring.
Yeah, hammy.
Yeah, Aston Villa need this one. Otherwise, tunaona nini? Wako namba ngapi Premier League? 6.
Yeah.
6.
Tell me sure. Wako number 7.
7. Yeah. They need
Forest ilichapa.
They need a performance. Fulham. When was the last time Fulham played? I feel like they've been playing in the league a long time.
They played Juicy Jana. They beat Southampton.
Oh yeah,
2-0.
they did. 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1.
Alex Iwobi is the man on fire.
Ryan Sessegnon.
Man on fire.
Yeah.
I'll go with a draw 2-2.
I'm going for Villa to win 2-1. They'll come like wounded animals. We have Everton taking on the Tractor Boys. Ipswich.
Ipswich are done. Last team to be relegated. This is the first time, by the way, that the same teams coming up are going down in consecutive seasons.
Yeah.
And it has happened again. We should have a conversation.
Yeah.
Is the Premier League too strong for promoted teams? Or
is the championship too bad for to promote teams?
We don't know. But what we know is that Everton are beating Ipswich 2-0.
2-1. Then we have relegation battle. Relegation favorites.
Favorites gani?
Relegated derby. Leicester taking on Southampton.
Hiyo ni a championship to see who's going to be the managers of these teams.
Yeah.
Southampton versus Leicester. Leicester versus Southampton.
Leicester versus Southampton. After Vardy announced his leaving, then he missed a penalty.
I'm about to do a video of top Premier League strikers of all time.
You'll have Hurricane there. You siasa yako kwa Vardy over Kane.
I'm putting Vardy.
Bro, shut up.
How many titles does Hurricane have? Not even. I was going to say Premier League, then I remembered. How many titles does he have?
You know what's funny? Bayern are winning the league this weekend. He's suspended for that game.
Yeah, I saw. With the lifting, he'll be sick from the bed. It doesn't matter, bro. I can't put Kane is not going over Vardy. Never, ever. Never. With that being said, sorry, who's playing?
Leicester versus Southampton.
Yeah, I'm going for a Leicester win.
I'm going for Southampton to win.
It's going to be a very emotional game.
For Vardy.
Yeah, for Vardy.
Okay.
And they'll have to give him like a send-off. I know it's not the last game, but it's like a countdown too. Kwanza walishapost picture kama amepost na titles zake zote hapo nyuma. Ujue ni kubaya.
Ameziekea mguu.
It's bad for the other team.
Badala ya send-off si wampe tu Red Bull.
Shut up. Then we have sijasema prediction yangu. Southampton 21.
Sawa.
Then we have the Arsenal.
We say, who are we playing? Where by far?
Bournemouth.
Greatest team the world has ever seen. We're playing Bournemouth.
Yeah.
AFTV. The team that came out with a draw. In fact, I have so much hope in this game because Evan Nilsson is suspended. Yay. Who will start up front?
Justin Clive.
That's fine. But that means they're going to be hitting us on the counter.
Yeah.
Lakini pia sitakuwa tunajitayarisha PSG second leg, so sijui mie na pale Emirates tumekuwa tucheza kama wahofu
Wafungwa.
Tumekuwa hatuna mbele wala nyuma. Hey. Na timu ya Liverpool wameshabeba kikombe cha
Premier League.
Ligi kuu
Uingereza.
Uingereza.
Yeah.
I'm
going for Bournemouth to win 2-1.
I'm going for a draw 1-1.
Okay, on Sunday we have free scoring Brentford taking on United.
Hiyo msahau.
United that team for me. Manchester United.
Na mko mkijua nani visa na nani mbemo wanakuja audition.
We are rotating, bro.
Wanakuja audition.
We are rotating for them.
Anakuja audition. Kevin Shada. Anakuja audition.
They are going to set up a 4-3-3.
Alafu mumweke hapo Luke Shaw, who played well by the way the last game against Bournemouth. But bado sioni and the new guys will rest Bruno.
Yeah. I'm going for a cool 2-1 win to Brentford.
4-1 Brentford. Hey, they need to score goals. They haven't scored like 4 in a while.
Yeah, plus.
And you guys will have to rest. First of all, you'll rest Højlund. You'll rest Casemiro. You'll rest Bruno. You rest
Shaw
will play because I don't think he'll start in the. I don't think he'll start.
Hatuna option, bro. Hatuna option.
You think Shaw will start?
Yeah.
Europa League.
Dalot is injured. Hatuna option.
Oh my God, he is injured.
Yeah. Plus, Maz can't play as a right wing back.
Mazarao.
Yeah, so I'm going for Brentford to win 2-1.
Brentford 4.
We have Brighton taking on Newcastle.
Brighton versus
Newcastle.
Newcastle are going for Champions League. That is their aim. That is their goal. One thing I've realized about this team is that when they start creating chances, they don't stop.
Yeah.
They just keep coming in waves for like a 10-minute spell. That's how they forced that penalty, like in a good way. And then they scored and won 3 million. Relegated Ipswich.
I'm going for Brighton to win. You saw a goal Baleba scored?
Oh, yeah.
Bang. Another.
And yeah, Brighton is spoilers, isn't it?
Yeah. Going for Brighton to win 2-1.
Me on a 3-1. Brighton.
Another London derby. You have West Ham taking on Spurs. Easy win for West Ham. Win for West Ham.
Especially after that poor performance they gave over the weekend.
Yeah.
I feel they need to bounce back. And then couple that with Tottenham resting all their players. Couple that with them thinking that they're in the final of the Europa League.
Yes.
Playing Manchester United.
Yeah.
Like just when you put all those things together, West Ham have to win this one. And Graham Potter, you need to do something, bro. Like it's about time. West Ham win 3-1.
West Ham win 2-1. Then you have Chelsea taking on You'll Never Walk Alone Liverpool, who have already won the Premiership
at home.
Yeah, Stamford.
I think Liverpool's motivation now is to at least get 90 points
or Salah breaking that Henry record.
Yes.
So I'm going for Chelsea to win a cool 3-1.
Where are they getting 3 goals in between before they play semi-final
on
second
goal,
leg?
On goal, Jackson and Madueke.
Sioni bro.
Hapa
mimi tunaona Liverpool too. Liverpool all the way. 3-1 solid win. They get to 80. Wako 82 sahi. Wafike 85. And then they'll only need 6 points like Man United.
On Monday we have Crystal Palace taking on Nottingham Forest.
Okay.
Game ni ngumu.
Didn't they play each other in the FA Cup? Who did Palace play in the FA Cup? Who did Palace knock out?
Villa.
No. In the quarters.
United. Fulham.
Fulham. Yeah. Who knocked out Nani then?
Forest.
No, Forest were knocked out by City. My bad.
Yeah.
Palace versus Forest. Hey bro, Palace are playing well, man. Palace are playing so well. But Forest need that top 4 position. Are they still in top 4? Top 5?
Nottingham.
Wako top 5?
They're 6th.
They've dropped to 6th? Maze, the team that has more Champions Leagues than Arsenal should be in the Champions League again.
True.
So, I don't know. I'm seeing a draw in this game. I'm seeing a 2-2 draw.
I'm going for Palace to win 2-1. Given a chance, Mr. James Ndegz, as we finish. Given a chance to meet someone from AFTV, who will you choose?
If I was given a chance?
Yes.
To meet someone from?
Nikiweza kupea chance. Let me put it this way. If Kenan allowed you to meet someone from AFTV, who will you meet?
Anyone. Or the ones coming to Kenya?
The ones coming to
Shout
Kenya.
out to FTV for coming to Kenya.
Yes.
The ones coming to Kenya? Maybe Rod.
Why?
Because we have a bigger fish to fry.
No, because I feel like the way AFTV was built, there's so much similarity to box right now, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Like, we would like to know, like, I'm sure that we're going through the same thing they have gone through in
But
the
you see,
past.
for us, we are a bit diverse.
But we're in a different market also,
Yeah.
right? Because we're in Africa. But still, it would be very interesting. You never know. The guy can give us insights here.
Yeah.
We grow
Plus-
and blow up and we become more than just being two-time TikTok
neza
sports
mwambia-
creator of the year, nominees.
Neza mwambia
Back-to-back
anipe
years.
number ya Goldbridge. You never know.
I wish expressions was coming.
Tell you go fam, tell you go yeah.
I think Robbie would be interesting. And then we just tell him like, this is box to box. What do you think about us?
Yeah.
And then he'd be like, hey,
I watch you
we
guys.
suck or we are dope or you
I watch
suck.
you guys.
Yeah. And you?
Mi ni Goldbridge tu nataka kuona. Watu wa Arsenal nafanyia nini? Shut up. Bro, you know my nickname?
No.
Kissy Goldbridge. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. Peace out.
Hey! Mungu wangu!